Hello, my dear personalities. This is LPCS. So today we dedicate this 1 hour session to our life coaching, personality development, counseling, and spirituality. Anybody who can tell me what does LPCS mean? LPCS, this group that we have, what does it mean? What do you think? What is L? What is P? What is C? And what is S? So let us start from the basics. LPCS. This is a non-course or non-syllabus discussion, because syllabus or course sometimes becomes boring, although it shouldn't be. But for the sake of variety, let us have some general discussions. So what do you mean by life? What is life? Anyone who can define what is life? Then what is life coaching? Why we need life coaching? And LP. So what is personality? What is personality development? How can we develop our personalities? What is counseling and what is spirituality? So senior members, please write the definitions of all these terms so that our junior members, they feel easy and they understand the basics of LPCS. We use these terminologies, but are we clear about it or not? So I hope I am audible, and I have invited everybody to this session. So life is the way of living. Vitality is life. What definition I gave you? Because today we are combining 3 things: meditation, mindfulness, and Naimism. I share my approach with you guys. Some people may feel Naimi and some may not feel. There is no force, no imposition. But what definition I have given to you about life? LPCS. Because as I am speaking here, so I need my definition, and as you are listening to me, so give me my definition of life. And this will be also a test of your understanding, whether I am speaking just without any purpose or there is any purpose. So Hassan bin Jamil says personality is the total sum total. ये गड़बड़ हो जाती है, बस क्या करें, मालूम एग्जाम में यही चीज़ लिखे ना, गड़बड़ हो जाती है, पूरा मज़ा ख़राब हो जाता है. The phrase is sum total, not total sum. Personality is the sum total of internal and external characteristics that are expressed in the form of बिहेवियर, कैरेक्टर एंड हैबिट्स। मतलब ये तबलीगी जुमात इसलिए इतने कामयाब है ना कि बार बार 6 पॉइंट जो है वो पिछले 80 साल से बोल रहे हैं, इस वजह से वो इतने कामयाब हो गए। और हम रोज़ नए नए फ़लसफ़े लोगों को बताते हैं, पुराने भूल जाते हैं। सो पर्सनैलिटी इज़ द सम टोटल ऑफ internal and external characteristics which are expressed in the form of behavior, character and habits. This is the complete definition of personality. I have told you this definition. अब आपने दरमियान में से इधर उधर कुछ काटा तो आपको ये पूरी डिफिनीशन क्यों याद नहीं होती, क्या वजह है, क्यों दरमियान में गड़बड़ हो जाती है? मतलब you are such a keen observer and you are with me for the last so many months. If you are like this, what we can expect from others? So anybody who can write now the complete definition of personality? Personality is the sum total of internal and external characteristics which are expressed in the form of behavior, character and habits. अब इस पर रट्टा लगाए. Next time when I ask about personality, please tell me this definition. At least in my presence, tell me my definitions. This is my right. I ask and I urge. So personality development is the development of the organized pattern of behaviors and attitudes that make a person distinctive. Yeah. So when you express yourself, Sadia Sharif, so you become distinctive. Ab Sadia Sharif became from person to personality. शख्स तो हम सारे हैं, शख्सियत वही है जो एक्सप्रेशन करता है या करती है और डिस्टिंक्टिव बन जाती है। मतलब आप कुछ नहीं बोलोगे, कुछ लोगों को कुछ पता नहीं चलेगा कि आप घी का डब्बा है या आटे की बोरी है या अंदर क्या है। सो पर्सन एंड पर्सनैलिटी। LPCS लाइफ, अब यासीन सोमरोज साहब ने LPCS में से लाइफ कोचिंग हटा दिया। कोचिंग पूरी बात लिखा करे, लाइफ कोचिंग, पर्सनैलिटी डेवलपमेंट, काउंसलिंग एंड स्पिरिचुअलिटी। सो हिफ्ज़ा रहमान साहिबा को मैंने 50-100 दफ़ा कहा है कि सेंटेंस को कैपिटल से शुरू करो, लेकिन नहीं करेगी। सवाल ही पैदा नहीं होता कि मेरी बात माने। ये क्या है? ये आज हमारा टॉपिक है, इस वजह से मैं आप लोगों को ये बता रहा हूँ। ये जो अनकॉन्शियस है, ये जो सब कॉन्शियस है, ये इतना पक्का होता है कि उसको तोड़ना बड़ा मुश्किल होता है। एजुकेशन, टीचिंग, इंस्ट्रक्शन, लाइफ कोचिंग, ये सारा जो है ना उसमें फजूल बन जाता है जब आप अपने आप को छेड़े ना। तो आगे नाज मलिक साहिबा क्या कहती है, उसने भी वही एल से, स्मॉल एल से शुरू किया, तो आपका फर्स्ट इंप्रेशन ख़राब हो जाता है। योर फर्स्ट इंप्रेशन इज़ द लास्ट इंप्रेशन। चालाक लोग जो होते हैं, कनिंग, क्लेवर, इंटेलिजेंट, वो अपने इंप्रेशन ठीक रखते हैं। उनको बहुत गम होता है कि यार मेरा इंप्रेशन ख़राब हो जाए, वो नहीं बंदा फिर मुझे नहीं सुनेगा, मैं कुछ भी करूं। लाइफ इज़ द कंडीशन दैट डिस्टिंग्विशिंग एनिमल्स एंड प्लांट्स फ्रॉम इनऑर्गेनिक मैटर फॉर ग्रोथ, एक्टिविटी। Scientific definition, very good definition, biological or scientific definition, the difference between living and non-living organisms. Life coaching, personality, spirituality. So complete name is LPCS, life coaching, personality development, counseling एंड स्पिरिचुअलिटी। LPCS। इसका सेफ के साथ कोई ताल्लुक नहीं, इसमें कोई भी बंदा आ सकता है Safe is purely academic, and this is psychological, philosophical, spiritual, personality development. Personality is the combination of characteristics. Though my Facebook is open in my phone, yet I received audio. Do not share your personal problems here. We are discussing some topics. Personality is the sum total of internal and external characteristics which are expressed. It is better the word which, because it is non-living, which are expressed in the form of behavior, character and habits. Now it is correct. Which. अब ये जो हम ग्रामर सीखती है तो किसी खबर में जाके हम नहीं इसको इस्तेमाल करेंगे. हम कहा विच यूज़ करेंगे, कहा दैट करेंगे, हु, हुज. ये जो प्रोनाउंस है उसका यही मकसद होता है कि आप इसको सही यूज़ करें. Isaac Yusufi, personality is the sum total of internal and external. So what are internal and external characteristics? Anybody who can tell me? What is internal and external characteristics? What are internal characteristics and what are external characteristics? Anybody who can differentiate? This is the journey from person to personality. If you express, so you are personality. If you do not express, so you are person. Very simple. Keep in mind that you will be reproducing this lecture in SAFE 2. So collect your points. Today my journey from person to personality. Today I understood what is personality. Today I understood what is life. Today I understood what is coaching. The definition of life that I gave you, nobody told me. That is the interval between the two stages of timelessness and spacelessness. What is life? The interval between the two stages of timelessness and spacelessness. So internal characteristics are those which are unlimited to ourselves. The simple internal are your mind, your heart and your soul. External is your body. So body, mind, heart, soul, this becomes your self, which when you express, then it becomes personality. Internal are three: mind, heart and soul. External is one, body. So soul, mind, heart, when these four become together, so we call it self. Everybody has self. You have selfhood. You have selfhood. When you express it in the form of your habits, characters, your character, habits and behavior, then it becomes personality. Otherwise it is self. So have these concrete points. Please take away, write it on your notebook as well as here in the comment box for your SAFE 2 reproduction. If you do not reproduce, you will remain person. You will remain self. जब तक आप जिंदा है, the interval between spacelessness and the two stages of spacelessness and timelessness. मतलब पैदाइश से पहले टाइम नहीं है, पैदाइश से पहले स्पेस नहीं है, मौत के बाद स्पेस नहीं है, टाइम नहीं है. सो लाइफ इज स्पेस टाइम. The interval between the two stages of timelessness and spacelessness. जिस बंदे के पास टाइम एंड स्पेस है तो वो जिंदा है. दिस इज life. You already gave the scientific definition of life. Here we are interested more in the philosophical because we are going to use time stress management today in our today's session. How many people among you were connected to my topic today? I mean, how many of you commented on my this announcement? Please write a comment. I want to identify who are my real friends and who are my false friends. At least today's topic. So who got connected to this topic by commenting on my timeline or Naeem's page or elsewhere? Please write. I commented today on this topic because I wanted to connect myself to this session. Because connection is communication. Connection is communication. If you are not connected, there will be no communication, especially psychological, philosophical, spiritual communication is not possible without connection. So Abdul Aziz commented. Who else? Not like the post. You have to comment. When you read, तो थोड़े से आप लोगों में शर्म हाया होनी चाहिए कि नईम खान 20 ग्रेड ऑफिसर है, ब्यूरोक्रेट है, इतना बड़ा पोस्ट हमारे लिए लिखता है, तो मैं इस पर 2 सेंटेंसेस तो लिखूं। उसके पास टाइम है तो मेरे पास क्यों नहीं है? उसके पास एनर्जी है तो मेरे पास एनर्जी क्यों नहीं है? So please get yourself connected to my sessions in the morning. थोड़ा सा बंदा जो है ना शर्म हाया करे कि आज 10 बजे हमारी टॉपिक है, मैं इसको पढ़ूं, उसके बारे में अपने इंप्रेशन लिखूं, अगर मेरा कोई रिसर्च है इस टॉपिक पे या अंडरस्टैंडिंग है तो वो भी 2 सेंटेंसेस में लिखूं। So Bilal Babar, yes, you commented on the post. Very few people commented. Very few. Khibza Rahman, I commented on the mindfulness post. My keen interest. So not like, comment. When I write, so you have to write. Tit for tat. Writing for writing. So please promise with yourself that next time when you see my post, especially my announcement, 10 p.m., 9:30, 11 p.m., when you see any announcement, read that announcement, quickly do your research on Google, think about the topic, what is my understanding, what is my interest in this topic, share that as a comment. So this will get you connected to the topic. I am making you mindful. मतलब इतना बड़ा जो है ना रब मैं वहाँ लिखता हूँ तो उसको इग्नोर ना करें. Be mindful. When you are mindful, so you have healthy mind and healthy life. I am bringing you to the topic. Our today's topic is meditation and Naeemian mindfulness. Anybody who can tell me what is Naeemism? Naeemism, Naeemex, Naeemian. Some people, they put my picture on their Facebook or profile or somewhere. What does it mean? What is Naeemism? What is my approach to life? What is our approach to life? Because Naeem means bliss, B-L-I-S-S. This is not just my name. There is a whole philosophy behind it. I want to bring educational revolution and I need your cooperation. I can't do it alone. Did you read anywhere what is Naeemism? Anybody who can tell me the definition of Naeemism? For example, today we are doing meditation. We are doing mindfulness, but with Naeemian style. So anybody who can tell me what is Naeemism? I the definition of Naeemism. in different places. Were you mindful? Mindful means were you attentive? Do you remember that definition? For example, I ask you, who is the Prime Minister of Pakistan? So quickly you say, because you took it mindfully. It has been repeated too much and it is so much visible to you that you quickly tell me who is the Prime Minister. Mozambique, an African country, and I ask someone, who is the Prime Minister of Pakistan? So maybe that person tells me, oh, Prime Minister, I don't know, where is Pakistan? So my philosophy, somebody should, senior fellows, they should search it, and I will be posting again in SAFE 2 or here. Naimism basically means holism, Holism, holism. And we have some important ingredients of Naimism. For example, EDUA, EDUA, egoism, deontology, utilitarianism, altruism. EDUA, EDUA. Then we have RETI, RETI, rationalism, empiricism, transcendentalism, intuitionism. So you people are new, most of you are new, so we will be discussing it some other time. However, holistic approach means comprehensive approach. And the simple definition of comprehensive approach is SPAL, SSPAL. Anybody who can tell me what is SPAL? SSPAL. These are formula. These are. What is SSPAL? Egoism, deontology, utilitarianism, altruism. Holistic means everything, everything. We reject every bad thing, we accept every good thing. We do not have any fixed mindset that no, this is good and that is bad. SSPAL, what does it mean? So SSPAL means science, spirituality, philosophy, art, law. We cannot ignore these 5 things: science, spirituality, philosophy, art, law. So when we combine all these things, it becomes Naimism. We do not take one track. We have so many tracks. Now, coming to today's topic, meditation, and we will be doing meditation, we will be doing mindfulness, but not traditionally. We will mix science, we will mix philosophy, we will mix spirituality, law, art. All these things we will be combining. Then we will be getting a beautiful mixture. This style is called Naimian style. We do not have fixed mindset. We have elasticity, flexibility, open-endedness. We are open-ended. So anybody who can tell me what is meditation? Tell me what is meditation, what is mindfulness, what are the benefits of meditation, and then we will be doing meditation. Definition of meditation. This is called Naimian style. We do not do meditation. First we have to understand what is meditation. Exact definition of meditation. So Hassan bin Jamil told us another ingredient of Naimism, lawful. Learn, apply, accomplish, become famous and leave legacy. These are my unique ideas, though I have taken some inspiration or knowledge from different sources, but I gave it my own style. Lawful. Lawful is another ingredient. Lawful, Spal, Idwa, Reti, R-E-T-I, rationalism, empiricism, intuitionism. So, definition of meditation. Meditation is a mind and body practice. What kind of practice? Mind body practice can be so many. Meditation is getting absorbed in oneself, fully sitting at a relaxed place. You are describing what is meditation, but what is the exact definition of meditation? Although you are right, so let us, this Wikipedia, the first 3 paragraphs of Wikipedia before the contents, always, whenever there is any topic, learn it by heart, read it again and again. So meditation is a practice, as Naz Malik has copied pasted from, most probably from Wikipedia. Meditation is a practice where an individual uses a technique such as mindfulness or focusing the mind on a particular object, thought or activity to train attention and awareness and achieve a mentally clear and emotionally calm and stable state. This is the exact definition of meditation. Practice, it is a practice. It means it is an action. I cannot teach you meditation just by teaching. You have to do it. It is a technique. It uses techniques like mindfulness. We focus our mind on a particular object, thought or activity. We train attention and awareness. We achieve a mentally clear and emotionally calm and stable mind, calm and stable state. Now you see, sometimes I become angry, sometimes maybe artificially, but I have a stable personality, clear and emotionally calm and stable state for the last maybe 10 years. Those people, they know me personally, they know that I am a stable person, consistent person. I am not emotional today and tomorrow I am cool and calm and cold and not interested. Whatever I do, then I do it in a stable fashion. So when you are emotionally calm and stable, in a stable state, mentally clear, your mind is clear what you have to do. You are not confused. So we get these things through meditation. Now remember, meditation is having some time when you are totally with yourself, except your spiritual guru. Otherwise you are all alone. So this is the discovery of truth. It doesn't mean that meditation will make you an officer or meditation will give you wealth. No. Meditation is just a moment when you become true to yourself. Because we hide many things from our own selves also. So meditation is the discovery of your own self. Now what is mindfulness? And what are the benefits of meditation? So today I have given you 18 benefits of meditation. Scientifically proven, science-based 18 benefits of meditation. I would love to see someone who can give me those 18 benefits If not here, so in SAFE 2, please. What are the 18 benefits, science-based benefits of meditation? So one of the science-based benefit of meditation is no stress, stress management, time management, because you become true when you manage your time, so you automatically manage your stress. When you are late, you are in hurry and you are running, so you are also stressful. But when you are in time, well organized, everything systematic, so automatically management, both are interconnected. Both are interconnected. So what is mindfulness and how to meditate? I am giving you an excellent website. Please share the link, mindful.org. Everybody must read everything on this website, mindful.org. What is mindfulness? The topic. So let us read quickly from this website and then we start our meditation. Please share the link, mindful.org. What is mindfulness? Are you supposed to clear your mind or focus on one thing? Here is the mindful definition of mindfulness. Focus, attention. The basic purpose of meditation is mindfulness. That your mind becomes trained and you can focus on one thing. Because clarity of mind is the direct product of meditation. So please share the link, mindful.org. What is mindfulness? Quickly. And copy paste the title. What is mindfulness? Are you supposed to clear your mind or focus on one thing? Here is the mindful definition of mindfulness. Mindful.org. What is mindfulness? Mindfulness is the basic human ability to be fully present, aware of where we are and what we are doing, and not overly reactive or overwhelmed by what's going on around us. This is the definition of mindfulness. Is the basic human ability to be fully present. For example, you are here in this session and you are fully here, fully present, aware of where we are. We are in LPCS. We know what is LPCS and what we are doing. We are discussing mindfulness and not overly reactive. You are not excessively reactive or overwhelmed by what's going on around us. You are participating, but you are not overreacting. You are calm, you are easy, you are happy, you are not anxious. So mindfulness, it's a pretty straightforward word. It suggests that the mind is fully attending to what's happening, to what you are doing, to the space you are moving through. You are fully conscious and you know that what's going on. If you are studying, so your whole focus is on the book. No other thing can disturb you. Did you see the definition of mindfulness in the bold letters? And then when you scroll down, so you have the detailed definition of mindfulness. Now anybody who can help me quickly scroll down. 8 things to know about mindfulness. Mindfulness is not obscure or exotic. Some people think this is not for me. No, this is a very clear thing. When you can I hope I'm audible. If I'm audible, so please like this audio broadcast. 8 things to know about mindfulness. Mindfulness is not obscure or exotic. Mindfulness is not a special added thing we do. You don't need to change. Mindfulness has the potential to become a transformative social phenomenon. Anyone can do it. It's a way of living. It's evidence-based. It sparks innovation. These are the 8 ingredients of in mindfulness. It's something common. We can do it. It is important for your creativity, so that your mind becomes active. You are totally focused. And now we come to the last part of our theoretical session, and then we go to meditation. And for that we take benefit from this website, mindful.org, how to meditate. Please share the link, mindful.org, how to meditate. How to meditate. Mindful.org, how to meditate. Please share the link again. Mindful.org, how to meditate. Did you find the second link? How to meditate. In the same website, another topic, how to meditate. Yes. So now, tell us how to meditate. How to meditate. Meditation is something new in Pakistan. If you go on my timeline and Naeem's page, I may be the first person introducing meditation in Pakistan. Now I saw some people, they are doing it. Because in Pakistan, people are just listening to teacher to gather some notes, to learn some difficult words, and that's all. So meditation is something revolutionary. Nobody wants to make you a leader. Everybody wants to make you a follower. A religious person will be always telling you to listen to him. not doing anything yourself. So meditation makes you a leader, a true person. So how to meditate? When we meditate, we inject far-reaching and long-lasting benefits into our lives. This is a big problem. In Pakistan, people want immediate things, quick. But meditation has far-reaching and long-lasting benefits. So many people, they do not understand it, what it is. We lower our stress levels, we get to know our pain, we connect better, we improve our focus, and we are kinder to ourselves. Let us walk you through the basics in our new mindful guide on how to meditate. So please start yourself, making yourself in a comfortable position. We will be going from your body to your mind, from your mind to your heart, and from your heart to your soul. It's a beautiful journey which you must do yourself. Nehemian meditation takes into consideration all the 4 dimensions of your self. It's not only mind, but also body, heart, and soul. We are learning how to be mindful, but at the same time we are understanding our emotional energy, which is from heart, our spirituality, which is spirit from our heart, our body. We need our body as well. When there is no body, there is no mind, there is no heart, and there is no soul. All these are interconnected. So please scroll down this article, a basic meditation for beginners. There are 3 steps for the beginners. Get comfortable and prepare to sit still for a few minutes. Still, silent. After you stop reading this, you are going to simply focus on your own natural inhaling and exhaling of breath. Please copy paste these guidelines. Scroll down so you see it. A basic meditation for beginners. There are 3 steps. Number 1 is get comfortable and prepare to sit still for a few minutes. And you are focusing on your natural inhaling and exhaling of breath. Did you find these 3 steps? Number 2 is focus on your breath. Where do you feel your breath most? In your belly, in your nose. Try to keep your attention on your inhale and exhale. And number 3, follow your breath for 2 minutes. Take a deep inhale, expanding your belly, and then exhale slowly, elongating the out breath as your belly contracts. These are the 3 steps. Now we scroll down. Why learn to meditate? Quickly, please. Here are 5 reasons to meditate. Understand your pain, lower your stress, connect better, improve focus, reduce brain chatter. How to meditate? Did you find? Scroll down. Why learn to meditate? Here are 5 reasons to meditate. And then how to meditate? Meditation is simpler and harder than most people think. Read these steps. Make sure you are somewhere where you can relax into this process. Set a timer and give it a shot. Take a seat. Set a time limit. Notice your body. Our time limit will be around 10 minutes. Notice your body, feel your breath. Please scroll down and copy paste so everybody can read it. Notice when your mind has wandered. Be kind to your wandering mind. Close with kindness. Meditation 101, the basics. Try this 3-part guided audio series from Barry Boyce. So number 1, 1 minute meditation. Scrolling down, you see the steps of meditation, and here is an example of meditation. 1 minute meditation.
This practice brought to you by Mindful.
Did you find it? Now 1 minute meditation. Listen what the person is saying. Then the second, you have 10-minute meditation, 15-minute meditation, and then you scroll down, so you have meditation tips and techniques, and there is a how to meditate, another sample, how to make mindfulness a habit, and a lot of good things you can see in this article with audio messages. So let us listen to the first one, 1 minute meditation. Then we finish reading and we start our own meditation. So we are all listening now to 1 minute meditation. Click 1 minute meditation.
Helping millions of readers and listeners find peace, build focus, tame anxiety, and build a future based on kindness and compassion. Join us at mindful.org/newsletter.
Welcome to the Mindful Practice Podcast, short practices for a healthy mind and a healthy life. This is a 1-minute mindfulness meditation from Barry Boyce, Editor-in-Chief of Mindful.
This is a short practice intended for doing in the middle of the day, wherever you are out in the world. Begin by taking a seat, or if necessary, standing. The important thing is to feel where your body is touching the seat and touching the ground. So, first of all, sense where your bottom is touching the seat. Sit up straight or stand straight but not stiff. Make sure your feet are completely touching the ground, connecting you to the earth. Your eyes are open, so take in the surroundings of where you are. Lower your gaze slightly. And now pay light attention to your breath as it goes out. At the end of the out-breath, let there be a gap while the in-breath is happening. And in that gap, you have natural awareness. It's there already, you don't have to create it. Follow the breath out. And out. And out. As thoughts arise, treat them as you would anything else you encounter. Notice it, and use that noticing to bring you back to the out-breath. Ride it out. Out, and out, and out.
So this was 1 minute sample of meditation. Now we are starting our own meditation. Listen to me carefully. You are going to introduce yourself to yourself. Sometimes meditation is a very painstaking, a very difficult kind of exercise. because we have our families, we have our society, our state, our world around us. So we hide ourselves from others, and in this hiding process we forget ourselves. What is our reality? Meditation introduces you to your reality. Once you understand your truthful situation, then you go and you take action for the realization of your dreams. So don't be scared. Let us promise that I will be true to myself and I will be true to others. This is the first step of meditation. Because if you are not true to yourself, you will not enjoy meditation. You will consider it something not important, something not useful, because you want to be in the intoxicated situation of your personality. Intoxication means that you are drugged. You do not want to face the reality. You are happy in the false situation. But that is not genuine happiness. Genuine happiness is truthfulness. Truth will set you free. Truth will set you free. I hope I am audible. If I am audible, so write the sentence. Truth will set me free. Write the sentence. Truth will set me free. Truth will give you the real freedom. You will respect others, you will be polite, but at the same time, you will be a true, genuine, authentic person. Authenticity will give you existence. If you are not authentic, if you are not true, if you are not honest, so you do not exist. Something else exists. This is not you. Because you are true. And when you are false, so this is not you. This is somebody else. This is your mother, your father, your brother, your sister, your husband, your wife, your friend, your neighbor. This is somebody else, not you. So when you want to see yourself, then you have to go to meditation. Meditation will introduces you to yourself. Later on you take action. You have to study, you have to buy, you have to sell, you have to sleep, you have to eat. Meditation will not solve your problems, but meditation will make you a true person. This is me. This is what I am. You will be no more an actor. You will be a purely genuine person. Privately and publicly, you will be the same. Consciously and unconsciously, you will be the same. So, we will be discussing meditation. There will be time management, stress management, and we will be totally with ourselves. So find yourself in a very comfortable position so that you do not receive any signal from outside. No signals from TV, no signals from a family member. If you want to really enjoy this meditation, so you should be all alone, no disturbance from outside. Let us give only 10 minutes to ourselves. I am your spiritual guru, so what I am saying, that is also yours. We are all one, but no outsider. Otherwise, you cannot enjoy your meditation. Now we are connecting ourselves with the outside. Today our meditation is mindfulness. And the topic of our meditation, we will be focusing our mind on one thing, that when I want to do something, so how I do it. When I want to achieve something, when I want to get something, so how I do it. what is my style. So for the coming 10 minutes, you are discovering your style of doing things, what to do and how you do it. What is your real style? Are you conscious of what you are doing? Or you are doing the things unconsciously like an animal? You do not have a proper direction. People take you where you go. Or you have your own existence or not. So let us focus on our breathing. Inhale and exhale quickly. Do it, because breathing is indispensable part of meditation. Later on you can find meditation samples in this group on my timeline and Naeemix page. You can do meditation on your own, 10 minutes minimum. You can do it for 30 minutes, 15 minutes. You sit alone, comfortable position, you are relaxed, no stress, no time hurry, you have no other thoughts, you are focusing on yourself. So let us promise that I am gifting these 10 minutes to my own self. So inhale. Now you are inhaling and exhaling very quickly, very quickly. Test your lungs. How strong are your lungs? Now you are not commenting, you are not liking, you are just doing meditation. So let us for 1 minute, inhalation and exhalation, but very quickly, fast. Oh, feel your lungs, and feel your head. How strong you are. If you feel giddy, it means that you are not strong. But if you remain the same strong, so it means that you are great. So let us do it one more time. We are doing inhalation, exhalation, but very quickly, fast. This is why meditation must be done in an alone place. Otherwise, the people will be laughing at you. What are you doing? But breathing is an exhale, but very quickly, so that your lungs feel it. Now your body is totally relaxed, no stress on your body, on your legs, on your hands. Now you are touching your skull, your head, and you say, I love you, because my skull has my brain, and my brain is the solution to so many problems. My brain gives me ideas. My brain gives me a lot of creativity, critical thinking. I love you, my brain. I love you, my brain. Repeat it. I love you, my brain. My brain is my companion. My brain is my friend. I love you, my brain. I love you, my brain. I love you, my brain. You are so great. You have a lot of creativity, innovation. You have so many thoughts, so many beautiful assumptions, so many beautiful realities. You are giving me a lot of ideas. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, my brain. Your hand is on your skull, and you are loving your brain, and you are enjoying this beautiful connection with your brain. This is called super consciousness. Today you are thanking your brain, and this brain is giving you so many benefits. This brain enables you to be conscious, to study, to absorb, to learn, to do so many things, to differentiate what is good, what is bad, what is useful, what is not useful. So today in this meditation promise, we are doing this commitment that I will love my brain, because this is my brain, this is in my skull. I will not listen to the brain of other people. I will listen to my own brain, because this is mine. I love it. And now, the function of my brain is my mind. I have a whiteboard, and I am writing on my whiteboard what is my top ambition of my life, what I want to see in coming 5 years, where I will be after 5 years, what position I will be occupying in my social economic life, where from I will be getting my money, where from my pocket will be receiving money, what will be my social status, what will be my identity, my introduction. My mother and my father gave me my name, gave me education, but after 5 years I will be a fully adult. I will be around 30 years of my age. On average, everybody will be having 30 years of age after 5 years. 30, 28, 32 years of age. So what will be my identity? What the people will call me? Oh, that gentleman, that lady is going, and she is assistant commissioner, she is ASP, she is a diplomat, she is a CSP, she is an officer, she is a professor, she is an artist, she is a writer. What will be my identity after 5 years? So in this meditation session, your total focus is only on one point. Only one point. You forget every other thing. Today in this mindful session, you are converting all your mental energies only and only on one point, and that is your status, your social economic status after 5 years. And now you have written that post, you have written that position on the whiteboard, and now you are doing mind mapping, and you are saying what you are doing for that. In 24 hours, how much time you are spending to reach to that goal? What is your style? What is your manner? What is your fashion? Are you sincere with yourself? Is your each word, your each step that is towards that goal, or you are going away from that? If you are going towards your goal, so you promise that I will be running now. And if you are going in the opposite direction, so you are changing your direction. You start crawling, walking, running, and one day you are flying. This you are talking to yourself, because only you are there. I am your spiritual guru. I am only facilitating your thoughts. Otherwise, you are doing everything. And now, mind. I go to my heart. I go to my heart and I explore my heart. Where is my emotional attachment? What is my topmost emotion? Is it connected to my mind? Is my position after 5 years is my love? Do I love that, or I have some other love? So I will be replacing my other love with this love. And if I have some other love, that other love must help me to reach to this love. Because the combination of your mind and heart, that is really important. Emotion and rationality must be on the same page. So now you are becoming true person, and you are discovering your heart. What are your topmost emotions? To what thing you are emotionally attached? What are those things that you are passionate, that you die for that? You can spend hours and hours and hours on that. You can spend the whole night on that. That is called love. When you don't feel tired, when you don't get tired. You have tremendous energy to do that thing. For mental things, we do not have that much energy because we get tired. For emotional things, we do not get tired. That is the difference between mind and heart. So today in this mindfulness session, I am bringing my mind and heart together. And now I am proceeding to my soul. My soul is my spirit. My soul is my spirit. My soul is my spirit. My spirit is my energy. What is the powerhouse of my energy? Where from I get energy? Am I spirited or I'm dull? Am I lazy or I'm active? What things I enjoy energetically, dynamically, like a highly active person? So this activity is called spirituality. Spiritual people are highly active because they have tremendous energy. When we die, so our body is there, but our soul is gone, our energy is gone. Our morphology is there, but our physiology is not there. Because the connection between morphology and physiology is called soul, and soul is basically energy. So what is the powerhouse of my energy? Where from I get my energy? Now, my energy, my soul, my emotions, my heart, my mind, and my body all will be on the same page. And this is my commitment. This is my focus. This is my mindfulness. This is my truth. This is my reality. Because this is what I really want. All other things are artificial. That is not me. That is somebody else. What I want, today I discovered. Because the first thing that I wrote on the whiteboard on my mind, my ambition, after 5 years, that is my reality. So your eyes are closed. You are true. Now you are opening your eyes. You are coming to the reality. You understood yourself because you are all alone. You discovered that what you really want. And now, today, tomorrow, coming 5 years, you will be focusing only on one ambition, one point agenda. No distractions, nothing else, no excuses. Otherwise, you are a false person. You are not true. You do not understand yourself, how other people will understand you, and how you will understand others. If you do not see yourself, how you can see the world? All the best.